Hey guys, welcome back to Beyond the Net with episode 2. I'm Elizabeth, but I brought a special guest today, Hannah Borer.
Hello.
And she's a little nervous, and she's really weird, so this is gonna be fun. We're talking about the summer scaries we had. My first summer here and her trying to force herself to be my best friend. So yeah, that's what we're gonna talk about. So I moved in, like I talked about in my last episode, July 2nd, and we had our first workout, I think like that Thursday or Friday.
Yeah. One of the days.
Yeah.
Wasn't it the day after we moved you in?
No, because Wednesday we had to sign those. Oh no, but I think it still was, even though we had
I
to get
remember
our
coming and
physicals.
moving you in. I didn't see you though.
No, you did not. I saw Kate, so. I think it maybe was that Wednesday or Thursday because we, as freshmen, had to get our physicals done and make sure, like, our trainer signed off on us being able to play. And so I think our first workout was Wednesday at, like, 2:30 maybe. And that's when my season here truly began. Because so your iron level, let me just give you a little science lesson. As a female, your iron level is like supposed to be over like 40 or like 30 to 40s. I don't know. My iron level is 6. It's a little low.
Just a little.
Like lower than Cam's, our coach's like 4-year-old daughter. And so it was like fine because I guess I'd had that. I never had my iron checked before. So like I thought it was fine because I had played volleyball my whole life and like hadn't really had like noticeable problems. But I think like with all the stress and all like the environment, new place, new coaches, like new people, like all of that put together, we did conditioning our first day because
No, it was not conditioning. We literally
okay,
we worked on our speed testing. So we barely ran. We were in line longer than what we were doing physically. We didn't do much leading up to them 300s. We barely did anything leading up to the 300s.
All right, I'm still calling it conditioning because that's what it was on the calendar.
Not.
Well, okay, we did the 100 speed test.
Yes.
And
that was literally it.
But like that's when I started to feel like faint.
You told no one?
Yeah, because that was normal for me.
Okay. Yeah. Normal.
That was normal for me. Like me like seeing stars after I ran and like was normal for me. Like that had always happened to me. And so then at the end of our conditioning, we were running 300s, which is like, I don't know.
6 touches back.
Yeah, like 25 yards
basketball
apart.
Court.
It's like 25 yards
Whatever
apart.
that is.
25 times 6 is 300. I know math isn't
Good
your
job.
thing.
Good job.
I think so. Yeah, it is. I think. I don't know. And so we started running our 300. I was the last person to go in my line, and we were being timed. And I just remember, like, I made it like one down and back, and then another down, and then as I was running back, I literally fainted.
She collapsed on the floor.
I just absolutely hit the floor, hit the ground. As before I fainted, like all I could remember was like me like feeling like I was flying and like felt like no parts of my body. Like I just like literally fell to the ground. And so, yeah, that's how I started my reputation here.
This
at Virginia
was
Tech.
day one.
It
24
was day
hours
one.
in.
Yeah. No, yeah, it was definitely a rough start. And so my trainer obviously like was there because she comes at every conditioning workout just in case anything happens. Normally things don't happen except for with me because I'm special, obviously. And so she came over and like told our strength coach, who had like no other like recollection of me besides the fact that I was a freshman, and now there's this freshman that fainted. So obviously I wasn't allowed to do open gym. I had to go see the doctor the next day, and like this just began the summer. Like
You had started no volleyball.
No.
And you guys had camp too, and you couldn't even participate in camp.
Yeah. And they gave me those little iron tablets, but like since mine was so low, that wasn't really going to do anything for me. So I had to get an iron transfusion.
That's disgusting.
It
My
was.
mom has to get those though.
I know, it
It's
was
so
like
gross.
blood, like being pumped into my blood.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
So I had to go get my first iron transfusion like 2 weeks. Like we're here in the summer for like 4 weeks, like somewhat like that.
Yeah.
And so I had to get my first iron transfusion like a week in. But then because like they wanted to make sure nothing was wrong with like my heart, I had to get an echo.
I got an echo when I was here
Yeah, but like why'd you need an echo?
because I had COVID and they thought something was wrong with my heart.
Yeah, okay. So mine's cooler than yours. So I had to go get my echo, and then like maybe like 24 hours later it came back and it was like something was wrong with it. So finally, after I'd gotten my iron transfusion, I was like finally feeling better. I got my echo results back. Oh wait, no, this is before my iron
Oh
transfusion.
my God.
Sorry, there was a lot that happened. I got a lot of tests and crap going on.
Mm-hmm.
Got my first echo, and something came back weird. So I had to go do a stress echo, and it was a nightmare. I was really hard. I had to like run on this treadmill with like all these things attached to my body, and like with a gown on, and like this man was like,
Did you have shoes on?
I think, yeah, I did. This man was like working the thing, and like my gown was just like falling down. And like I couldn't do anything because I was out of breath because I was like running up an incline. He was like, I have to make you get to like your highest like heart rate. Like I had to get to like my peak heart rate or whatever. So it was a lot of fucking effort. And so finally that was over with. And like my echo was fine because nothing's wrong with my heart because I'm 18. I feel like I would have known if something was wrong with my heart before now. So then I got my first iron transfusion. It didn't go well. It's like, it takes 4 hours.
You're just sitting there.
I literally sat there for 4 hours. I did nothing.
Ugh.
I don't know who drove me. Oh,
Didn't
I drove
Kelsey-
myself.
Oh,
To the first one.
you drove back too?
And yeah, then that's why I said when I drove back I couldn't feel anything. Like, I couldn't feel my legs.
Yeah. Well,
And it was 30 minutes away.
Oh
So,
my God.
well, Kelsey's the one that let me drive there.
that's crazy.
Well, she didn't know anything was going to happen. Like, you just get your iron infused and like.
Yeah, but you sit there for 4 hours?
No, I
Like,
literally sat in a reclining chair. Like, I watched TV, I did homework, I fell asleep. Like,
ew.
it was in the middle of camp. Because I came back and you guys were still.
Oh, and
Like,
then
I
your
came back-
legs. That's when it happened with
Yeah.
your legs.
I came back to the gym after my iron transfusion because like everyone else was like having their normal work day. And like I came back and I told Kelsey like I feel really big. Like my fingers were huge. Like
I
I
just
felt
remember-
really swollen.
I remember your legs just turning like blue.
Yeah, no. And my legs like turned all purple and blue and like had all those like weird dots.
Yeah.
And like weird, like it felt like my whole legs were like in a rash. It was just the weirdest thing. And I like couldn't feel them. But like all I remember is my fingers being huge and my toes being huge.
Ew.
Because like you get all that like blood pumped
Yeah.
into you and it's like figuring its way out through your body, or iron, blood, whatever. Leandra said I looked tanner, but it was actually just that I was purple. But you know, who thought? And so like as camp was ending, like I was telling Kelsey like I didn't feel good, which like it lasted like 20 minutes. Like it wasn't until basically an hour after the transfusion had ended because I had driven 30 minutes back to Castle, and then like 20 minutes, maybe 30 when camp had ended. And then I literally like sat down and I felt so dizzy. Like I told Kelsey, like I was like, I think I'm having an allergic reaction. Like she took like pictures of my legs. She sent them to the doctor. She was like,
God.
what is going on? And I like literally remember it was Leandra, Amaya, Kevin, Kelsey that were standing by me. And then Marcy was like over talking to one of the recruits. I don't know who it was. And Cam was in there too. And so was Morgan. And I remember like no one else was in the gym at this point because it was like past y'all's time.
I came in later. I don't know what I was doing there, but I remember like then like after what happened, I was like, what the heck?
Oh, yeah. And I once again passed out. Just twice. Never passed out in my life. Twice in like 2 weeks. Because I had an allergic reaction to the iron infusion that I needed to like continue to be alive and like play volleyball. And like we called 911 because Kelsey was like, what the fuck? She was like, Kevin, call 911. And then they didn't know the address to Castle. because there are 2 addresses apparently. And so the man apparently on the phone was like, can you confirm your address? And Kevin was like, which one? Like, it's the big building. We're in Blacksburg.
Castle Coliseum.
Yeah, they were like, confirm your, but apparently there are 2. Like, there's one like on Beamer Way, and then the other one like,
I don't know the other one.
I don't know either of them. So now they've posted pictures of the addresses.
Nice.
Like, there's one in the main gym and in the practice gym. Everyone, you're welcome, because that's because of me. And so that was so then I had to we didn't end up needing 911 because I like came back alive, just rose from the dead. And I really don't remember anything. Like, I got in a wheelchair. Kevin brought out the fucking wheelchair. Kelsey
Again.
made me sit in it. And then she wheeled me past the entire football team.
Oh.
The entire football team downstairs. It was really humbling. It was just like, she got a good laugh. Like, I was laughing, she was laughing about it. Because, like, I literally said to her, I was like, I really hope we don't see anyone. The whole football team was in the training room.
Just your luck.
Yeah, it was great. But yeah, I wasn't the only one that had to use a wheelchair this season.
Yeah.
Hannah and I are infamous for the wheelchair, but she has a story of her own.
Oh my gosh. Okay. We had like a tournament. It was like our second tournament at home.
It was the FSU match.
No, it wasn't.
Yes,
it was. The second. No, it wasn't. It was the second.
No, it 100%
No, it wasn't.
Oh, no, because this is also when Haley broke her finger.
Yes.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, so we had a tournament at home, and we like played 2 games back to back. And after the first game, I was feeling it. I was like, I'm cramping everywhere. I literally got a cramp in the training room while everyone was down there. And that's when Kelsey made me drink 6 liquids. I drank like, I don't even know. I drank water, Gatorade, a liquid IV thing. I literally chugged 6 drinks down. And we only played 3 sets in both of them. So I played like 6 sets. I stayed in the whole time, but like that still shouldn't matter. I drank. I was hydrated. After the game, we won. We won both of them. Came up to sign autographs, sat down, got through all of them. Last person at the table, signed their autograph, stood up, started walking over to my mom. I just started cramping. Like my whole body just started cramping. My mom was laughing because like, oh, it's funny when someone gets a cramp. But it was through it was through my whole body. It was not funny. I collapsed on the ground in front of everyone.
Yeah, that's humbling.
It was so bad. And then I was like, I didn't know what to do. And then this guy came out of nowhere with like a mustard packet and put it in my mouth.
Ew.
And I took mustard real quick.
Really
Ended up being Coach Clint.
Oh.
And then they were already downstairs with Haley because she broke her finger that game.
Because my leg was swollen for
of course,
literally no reason.
Of course, you were there too. Yeah. Kevin came up with the wheelchair and had to wheel me downstairs. And I was there until midnight.
Oh
yeah, you were there.
We were there until midnight. I stayed with Hannah the whole time. Well, it was awful. That is like the most pain I've ever seen a person.
No, I was in so much pain and it wouldn't stop.
No.
Like I don't know what time our game ended, but
I think it was a night game, so I think it probably ended around like 8:30.
I cramped until like midnight. It was terrible.
No, it was awful. And then they tried to put the IVs in, but Hannah hates needles, so
I do hate needles. And the only way, because I need to get hydrated, was through the IV. So we tried my arm. It was working for a little bit, and then my arm gave out. And then they tried my other arm, and it didn't work.
So the IVs didn't work, and she hates needles.
Yeah.
And then your mom passed out.
Oh, yeah. My mom passed out. Because she don't like needles either.
So we had like a bit of a family moment.
It was terrible.
It was so bad. Like,
that day was terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, we won, though.
I see, like, but
it was still
by
terrible.
that point, like, neither of us remembered anything about the game. Yeah, that was like...
And then I played the next day.
I know. That was crazy.
That was so fun.
I don't even remember who we played.
But ever since then, my strength coach has been giving me 2 salt packets a day to drink.
And all your vitamins.
Oh, yeah. I have so many vitamins and minerals that I They are.
Yes, because Hannah sweats like she's sitting in a sauna 24/7.
I
Like
do. I'm sweating right
actually,
now.
she sweats like someone's raining on her, like all the time. And it's actually like, it's worse than you think it is. Like whatever you're imagining, like it's worse than that.
Yeah, everyone's always like, I know you sweat, but I didn't realize you
No,
sweated that much.
Yeah, it's not just
It
a
is that
regular
much.
person sweating. No, it's like she's like drenched by like the second set of like a 3-set match. Like just absolutely like needs to change her jersey. Like if we had 2 of her numbers, which at this point I don't know why we don't. Like
I'd be switching jerseys.
she would literally be switching jerseys like halfway through the game because it's disgusting. No one wants to touch her after she plays. At practice, it's a little better depending on what we do. Sometimes, like if we do a lot of serve receive and like y'all just shag,
Oh, I'm fine then.
like you don't sweat as much. But like if you guys are doing like if we're doing like a lot of out of system stuff, or like I don't know, y'all set a
Anything.
lot, so like literally anything else, drenched. And it's only like a 2-3 hour practice.
I have my towel and some hand cream.
She does have her hand cream. Shout out to the hand cream.
Yeah.
But so those were our 2 experiences in the wheelchair. It's really what brought our friendship together. Because then later that summer, same summer, Hannah asked me to hang out.
This was like after she like passed out on the court.
Yeah, this was after.
I felt bad.
Yeah, it was a pity. It was a pity hangout. But it was like, I don't know, like 2 weeks into the summer. Why does the summer feel so long when it was only 4 weeks? But I feel like we have so much.
It is very long. The summer's so long.
Yeah, it's only 4 weeks. So I feel like so much happened. Like, I don't know, maybe like 2-3 weeks into the summer. I don't know. Hannah asked me to hang out. First time I said no.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, bitch, I did.
No, you didn't.
I said I was busy.
No, you.
I literally did.
I bet we could find the text messages.
No, because I think you Snapchatted me.
No, I texted you.
Oh.
I don't Snapchat text. I hate
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
I
you
hate that.
do.
No, I hate that.
Okay. And so she texted me, whatever. And I said I was busy when in reality I was just nervous. And
Of course you were.
I didn't want to go anywhere with you. Why? I don't know.
I intimidating.
I mean, like, I feel like at the time, maybe.
Yeah. Before you get to know me.
No, you don't look intimidating at all. You just, like, I don't know. As a freshman, I've been here, like, 2 weeks. Like, our star setters asking me to hang out. He's asking me to hang out. Like, obviously someone's forcing her to ask me.
Oh, my God.
I literally, well, let's backtrack. When Hannah asks someone to hang out, let's all keep in mind,
God.
Hannah is, what, you're 20?
No. I'm 19. I'll
You're
be 20
19.
soon.
She'll be 20 in January. So, like, but plot twist, she still doesn't have her driver's license. Doesn't even have her, do you have your permit?
No.
She doesn't even have her permit. She has a state ID and it looks really weird. And, like, so keep in mind the fact that when she's asking me to hang out, she actually wants me to get my ass in a car and drive over to her house and pick her up and drive us to the Cold Stone because that's where we went.
Yeah, okay. But every time I ask someone to hang out, I always pay for whatever we do.
It's just weird.
That's
Like,
just how I
imagine
do
if,
it.
like, you asked me out on a date
I can't pick you up.
and, like, you don't pick me up. Like, you're a guy and, like, you ask me out on a date, but you're like, oh, hey, can you give me a ride? Like, that's so stupid. So, finally, I, like, think I took a nap. And then she texted me again because she's desperate
I
to
did
hang
not.
out with me.
I don't remember that.
I think you did. Because I said no the first time, but then obviously we, like, ended up going.
Because maybe you were like, okay, maybe tomorrow.
I think I probably did. So then you, like, actually, like, normally when people say, okay, maybe tomorrow, like, you get the gist that, like, I don't want to hang out with you, but you didn't get the gist.
You wanted to hang out.
And so then I, like, she texted me, like, that night or, like, the next night or something. And I remember I, like, saw the text and then I was like, fuck that. And I took a nap.
Oh, my God.
And then I woke back up and was like, oh, like, maybe I should go make friends. Like, I texted her back and was like, hey, like, is now, like, still okay? I think it was, like, 8:30.
Oh,
Like,
yeah. And I was like, yeah, let's go.
to me, it was, like, late.
Oh, that was late.
Yeah.
It was closing soon.
Yeah. So, like, we ended up going. So I drove to get Hannah. But then in the car ride, I was like, dude, you gotta just
No, you were literally first thing. Did Coach B send you?
I literally thought our coach had, like, made Hannah ask me to hang out. Because you were, like, so intent on us hanging out. And I was like, I barely made it. My only impression was fainting. Like, do you have a thing for people fainting?
No.
Like,
I felt bad.
So it was pity.
No, I was just like, oh, she probably needs some friends. She just like fainted. She hasn't been around anyone. She hasn't been in workouts. Can't do anything. Let's get some ice cream.
So yeah, I was so convinced Coach B made you do that. Like,
No.
so convinced.
Nah, she didn't.
I don't know.
She's still. You can literally ask her.
She probably wouldn't even remember if
That's
she had
true.
at this point.
That's true.
But yeah, so like I was so convinced that our coach had made Hannah hang out with me that and I had the balls to just like straight up ask you. Like,
Well, you're just so open. Like, you just say everything you freaking think. You have no filter.
I mean, yeah, but I have some type of filter.
No.
But yeah, so like our coach didn't actually make Hannah hang out with me. And it just like blossomed an amazing friendship that some people get confused about. And so, that just was a long time ago, it seems like.
Yeah, it does.
No, we've only known each other like 4 months, almost 5 months. That's it.
Seems so much longer.
Yeah, she's a pain in the ass.
No, I'm not.
I have to
You
drive
are.
you everywhere. I drive her
You
everywhere.
don't have to. You
She
just
actually has
choose to.
That's
I could walk. I
You-
could take the bus.
Do you know how to use the bus?
No. I would
Exactly.
figure it out.
Okay. Well, she actually has a boyfriend here. So he's the only reason she gets anywhere
That is true.
other than me.
That is
And
true.
if he's not somewhere, if he is somewhere, she calls me
Yeah.
and is
Isn't
like,
that nice to know that you're my go-to?
I mean, like, kind of like, stop calling me just to get you places.
I hang out though. I'd be like, Elizabeth, take me home.
I know. And we'll go to study hall at night and like after practice, and it'll be like 8:30. We've been there for like 2 hours. Mind you, like the place closes at 9. She hasn't said anything about like how she's getting home. Like, I know she can't drive. Like, everyone knows you can't drive. So I'm like, do I need to take you home? She's like, I don't know. Like, I'll figure it out. And like I'm like, who else is driving you?
I'll get there somehow.
No, it's always my ass that ends up driving you. You just never like will just tell me. Like, it'll happen again tomorrow.
Probably.
Like, and now that her boyfriend's not here this week because he's like gone
For break.
for break.
Lucky.
Like,
Well, I warned you this would happen.
I literally should just get you an Uber app with only my phone number.
That would be so funny.
But like, yeah, so I drive her around everywhere because she doesn't have a driver's license. So like, maybe driving is fun.
Okay.
I just can't. No one like believes that you can't drive. Like, it's her fun fact, like in every
is.
scenario, because you're 19 years old. Every other 19-year-old in the world can drive, and you're almost 20. You're like 2 months away from being 20. You'll probably be able to drink before you can drive.
Probably.
Don't drink and drive.
I like have I have like no desire though to like get my license. Like, I don't care.
I love my license.
And my parents, they don't care either.
That's weird.
Like, my mom is driving to get me.
Yeah,
take
my
me
mom would
home.
never do that. Hannah's mom was driving like, what is it, like 7 hours, 6 hours?
It's 4.
Oh Jesus.
Maryland to here is only 4.
I don't know where Maryland is. Okay. Her mom is driving 4 hours down here just
Maybe
to pick
5.
her up,
And take
just
me
to
back.
turn around and drive right back.
She loves
My mom
me.
would rather leave me here, I think.
Nah, my mom loves me. Your mom would pick me up.
My mom would pick you up. She'd just leave me on the dorm.
Yes.
No, my mom would pick me up, but she would just be like, no, my mom would have made me she did make me get a driver's license because our volleyball club was 45 minutes away from my house.
Oh, well, my mom coached at my club.
I know, that was like
So
one of
that's
the
why
big
I was like,
reasons.
I don't need to do it.
Either way, I think you should get a driver's license. It
And,
like saved my life.
And to school, my neighbor would take me.
my friend,
My neighbor. I always had a ride.
this is why you make friends so easily and weirdly, because you need someone to drive you around.
Eh.
Like in the summer, her boyfriend wasn't here, so she had to make another friend that could drive.
Oh my God, that's why you think. Kate would drive me. My roommate would drive me. She'd drive me every day. We're going to the same place.
Yeah, that's just to our workout. That's an hour and a half. What else
Yeah.
are you supposed to do?
Exactly. Why would we take 2 cars? Take one.
So special. But yeah, so that's how Hannah and I became friends, because she needed someone to drive her around.
That's not true. They just listened to the story.
That's what I get from the story
No.
every time.
No.
Well, at least it wasn't our coach that made you be friends with me. I'm still a little bit convinced that it was.
It wasn't.
But I hadn't even been able to play yet, so you like weren't like, oh, she's good. Like, let me.
I
be
already
friends
knew
with
you were
her.
good though.
Stalker.
Maybe. Gotta learn about my teammates. You're a hitter. I have to like know everything about you.
I'm actually a DS now.
No way. I'll still set you back there.
Yes. But yeah, that's our friendship story. Like, that's really all I got, guys.
Yeah.
Nothing too interesting. Hannah doesn't have a driver's license. I
Nope.
passed out twice.
Yep.
But
Use the wheelchair.
now my iron level is 119.
Woohoo.
Woohoo. It's fantastic. I feel amazing. I recommend getting an iron transfusion.
If you need it.
Well, the second time I got it, I took Benadryl and I passed out for 4 hours. Like asleep, passed out. So the second time I was fine. Like I didn't have an allergic reaction because I had to get it again.
How many times did you get it?
Just twice.
Only twice?
Yeah. Like one time, both in the summer.
Mm-hmm.
The summer we were here, so like in the middle of the summer and like the day before we got to go back home, I got it again. And then I felt great. And I was thriving. When we got back for preseason, like I was able to play. I haven't been hurt like the whole rest of the season. And we're almost done.
Yep.
Now. So I've made it through basically the whole season except for the summer.
Yep.
But summer was long, but I made a friend.
Me.
We don't really have any other friends though because we're weird.
Okay, you can talk for yourself. I have friends.
You have a boyfriend.
I have friends.
Who?
You don't know.
Okay, moral of the story is Hannah doesn't have any other friends
Oh
either.
my God.
Hannah's friends, like just like all of Hannah's other friends also have driver's licenses. So let's like really take a look at like
Katie doesn't.
really?
Yeah.
So what, you guys have your moms drive?
We were neighbors.
Hey mom, can you take me to my friend's house? At 20. Like that's not good.
I'll figure it out. I've been thriving, so I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm good.
All right, to end on that note, Hannah's weird. It's the moral of this.
Not allowed to say that word.
Yeah, we're not allowed to use the weird word. Like apparently it's dehumanizing
To me, yeah.
to Hannah for some reason.
You won't understand.
Okay. Well, that's the end of this episode. We are just, gonna live out our lives for the rest of the day. It's an off day. We're just gonna have a great time. We're gonna go to Five and Below, just in case anyone was wondering. And I'm still really bad at outros, so just like hang with me, guys.
What?
At outros.
What is that?
Like at the end of a video, you have to do like, an intro,
Oh,
outro.
okay.
I'm really glad this is part of the outro. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in, and hopefully there'll be another episode coming soon. And thank you, Hannah. You get a treat now.
Yay. That's why I'm here.
Still about starlight. There was my heart, the drums that start off night and day. The same kind